Hello dear students, welcome to our today's class. Today we are going to learn an important topic of the grammar. That topic is for the second PUC students and also for the high school students. The topic is reported speech or indirect speech. We have two ways to convey the message. One is direct speech and the other one is indirect speech. Direct speech, when we are quoting the actual words of the speaker, we write it in the direct speech. When we are conveying the message of the other person, then we use the reported speech or indirect speech. Whenever we change the sentence from the direct speech to indirect speech, certain rules to be followed. Among those rules, there are certain rules. Among those, one is the tense changes. The tense will be changed. How do the tense changes? And why actually? Many people have this kind of question. So, for example, if I write in the direct speech, I am happy. When we change it into reported speech, it will be like she was happy. So there the tense changes. Why it is? Because for the speaker, when they are speaking, it's present. But for me, when I am conveying their words to the others, for me it is past. That means already those words are spoken. So accordingly, we need to change the tense. Let us learn first the rules to change the tense. Here, see the present tense. We have four types again in the present tense. Simple present, present continuous, present perfect continuous tense. Same like in the past tense also. Simple past, past continuous, past perfect tense, past perfect continuous tense. So accordingly, whatever is in the present, you have to change into past. For example, if you see here the verb that is see, it's in the present. When you change it in the past, you have to change it as saw. It's past tense. And suppose here it is present continuous tense, is seeing. And you have to change it as was seeing accordingly to the past. Similarly, it is has seen or have seen. So you have to change it as had seen or had seen, for has seen or have seen. And here if you come past tense, so we know that now all the present tenses go to past tense. And then past tense, what happens? So if the verb is in the past tense for you in the given question or the sentence, then it has to change as past perfect. So for example, saw, the past perfect is had seen. And then for past continuous, the example I have written here was seeing. Then it changes as past perfect continuous tense, that is had been seeing. And yes, we know now past tense and past continuous tense go to past perfect and past perfect continuous tense. So what if the given verb itself is in the past perfect or past perfect continuous tense? Then past perfect tense, past perfect continuous tense remains unchanged. The tense will not change if at all the given sentence is in these two tenses. If you know these rules, the tense change. So 50% of the reported speech you have learned. And some more words in the sentences like the time phrases. The time phrases here you could see if at all in the given sentence, if it is today, we have to change it as that day. If it is tomorrow, we have to change it as next day. If it is yesterday, we have to change it as previous day. And if it is here, we have to change it as there. And if it is this, we have to change it as that. If it is now, accordingly then. And the verb. And what about the modals? The modals like will changes as would. Can change as could. And at the same time, here we have another one, must. Must we have to change as had to. So these are some of the rules when we change from direct to indirect. And then after learning this, what we need to learn? What kind of examples? Let us see the examples. In these examples, always the sentences are of four types. That is statements we have, questions we have, imperatives. That means the suggestions or advices or requests or commands we have. And the last is exclamatory sentences. Expression of the sudden feelings. So how to change these four type of sentences into reported speech? Each type of sentence, there are there is a way to change into indirect or reported speech. Now we shall learn, so through the examples, how to change from one direct speech to indirect speech sentence wise. So now I'm going to give you the statements, how to change the statements, what all the rules involved in changing the statements into a reported speech. So I write an example here. For the first example, if you see, Kirti said, I'm going to library. So look here, the sentence which is in the inverted commas. Now I have written the sentence in the direct speech. The sentence which is written in the inverted commas we call as a reporting sentence. So this reporting sentence is within the inverted commas in the direct speech. Now we have to remove those quotes. See here, the statement we are. So whenever we see like this the question, we must see what is the reporting sentence, whether it is a statement or a question or the other type of sentence. Now it is, I'm going to library, it is a statement. So whenever we change the statement, the reporting verbs. So here the verb is given. So Kirti said, the same verb you can use for the statements, or you can use the verb told also. Okay, so Kirti said that. That is the link word. The linker here I am using for the statements because in order to link the reporting sentence with the reporting verb. Kirti said that. Kirti, we know that according, that's a noun. Accordingly, the pronouns also must be changed. She. So now I changed here. The comma and inverted commas are removed. And next is the verb am. Am changed as was. I told you the present go to past. Am going change as, so was going to library. Look here the sentence. Kirti said that she was going to library. Here the actual words of the speaker. So we have given here, and now the actual words of the speaker, we are conveying that to the other person. What Kirti said. She said that she was going to library. One more example I'll give here. Roja said, I will tell you a story. Within inverted commas it is. Okay, so now how to change? Roja said that I, again, she will change as would. She would tell you. You here we have to change as me. Roja said that she would tell me a story. Notice the changes. What all the changes happening? Will tell change as would tell. You change as me. And the pronoun according to the speaker, the pronoun also changed. So if I write now, for example, Uday said, I went to the beach yesterday. Here a time phrase also I have used. So here Uday said I went to the beach yesterday. Now how do you change into reported speech? Uday said that he went. Went is the past. I told you past changes to past perfect. He had gone to the beach yesterday. Yesterday changed as the previous day. To the beach the previous day. Observe for the statements the link word that should be used. Accordingly the tense. If it is past, we have changed it to past perfect, and the words which are related to the time we have to change accordingly. So hope you understand this, the statements how to change from direct to indirect. And now, how to change the questions. So once we learn the statements, the questions. So is it different from changing a statement to changing a question? Yes, it is different because so the question in the report, in the direct speech, should not be a question in the reported speech. That means question should be changed into a statement. So when we change the questions, we have two types of questions. You must remember that. So what are those two types of questions? One is WH question and the other one is yes or no question. So how to change? Each type of question has the different way to change it. Okay, now let us see first WH question how to change. Here I write Nandu said why are you late? A question mark. It is in inverted commas because it is in the direct speech. Now look here, since it is a question, when in the reporting sentence within the inverted commas, you have to check whether it is a statement or a question. Yes, it is a question. Then what type of question? Whether it is a WH question or it is yes or no question. It is WH question. Fine. So then the reporting verb what you have to use? Nandu asked. Students, remember, for the questions, the reported verb you should use asked, questioned or inquired. Any of these verbs you can use. Here I have used Nandu asked. And now, like in the statements, so what kind of link word do we use in order to link the reporting verb with the reporting sentence? The link word here, what we have to use for WH words, WH question is the same question word you have to use as a link word. You are not supposed to use any other word like that, extra linker. The same word acts as a linker here. Nandu asked why I was late. So see, the word order has also changed because here the word order is in a question and now we have to change it into a statement. That is why first subject and later verb, the word order has changed. One more example I'll write you here. Teacher. The teacher asked what time is it? A question mark. Now we can write the answer. The teacher asked. I told you already there is no new link word. The same question word act as a link word. So that is why the teacher asked what time it was. Full stop. So the same question word remains here as a link word. What time it was. Is it. So if I write suppose what time was it. Again it will be in a question form. Question should not remain as a question in the reported speech. It should be changed into a statement. And when we are changing it into a statement, the word order will be changed. The word order is first subject, then verb. So hope this WH questions how to change it is clear. I'll give you one more example also for the WH questions itself in order to make you very clear about the topic. Here I write the student said when will be our exams? A question mark, inverted commas. When will be our exams? Okay, so here you can write the answer like the students questioned or the students asked when will be are. Are changed as their. When their exams, excuse me, when their exams would be a full stop. See, the students asked when their exams would be. Here the subject first and next will be the verb. So the students said, when will be our exams? The students asked when their exams will be. Sorry, when their exams would be. So this is how we have to change WH question into direct speech into reported speech. We need to report the questions. Next, let me explain you the sentences or questions, yes or no questions. How can we change yes or no questions? Yes or no questions changing is also very easy. Here I write, he said, did you watch the movie? Did you watch the movie? See here, it is a yes or no question. We can answer either yes or no. So that is why here the same condition, the same rule applies. Asked, questioned or inquired. He asked the new word. In WH question, I told you the same word act as a link word. And here it will be changed. He asked if or whether. Any one word you have to use. So this is the link word or to link here. He asked if I or we also, according to the speaker, whomever it is, you can consider. He asked if I. Did watch is the past tense. So you have to change into past perfect. Whether I had watched the movie. See here, did watch is the past. Accordingly, you have to change had watched the movie. So next here I can give you one more example. She asked, can you swim? So the answer for this you can write as she asked, if or whether again, she asked if I could swim. See, can you, I could. All the tense changes, the rules to change the tense apply here, and a word order also you need to change when you change from the question to the statement. One more example also I will give you to make it very clear. He said, can I borrow your pen? Can I borrow your pen? Yes, here the reporting speech. He asked if I could borrow. He asked if I could borrow. Said, can I borrow your pen? His pen. Your can be anything, his pen or her pen. He asked. The main thing here you need to observe is what link word we have used and how we are framing the statement here. So this is what you must understand yes or no questions. So now in this video I have explained you the rules to change from the direct to indirect, that is the tense changes and the adverb changes also, and also how to change the statements into reported speech and how to change the questions, WH questions and yes or no type of questions into a reported speech. So I will come in the next video, that is part 2 of reported speech, how to change the imperatives and the exclamatory sentences. Thank you.